After 13 seasons at Old Trafford, Wayne Rooney is back in Everton's royal blue and ready to continue his incredible career. This is Kick, and these are the top 5 moments of the legendary English striker's career. We begin back in 2002, and the moment that kick-started Rooney's career, his first ever Premier League goal, which remains one of the best he's ever scored. Rooney actually attended his first Everton game with his dad as a 6-month-old baby and was playing for them by the age of 9. After wowing in the youth ranks, he broke through to the first team at just 16 years old and faced reigning Premier League champions Arsenal 5 days before his 17th birthday. The game would change his life forever. With less than 30 seconds remaining and the score level at 1-1, Rooney beautifully controlled a Thomas Gravesen long ball, turned and sent a looping 25-yard drive over Gunners keeper David Seaman. The goal ended Arsenal's 30-game unbeaten streak and made Rooney the youngest goal scorer in Premier League history. After the final whistle, Arsene Wenger was full of praise, claiming that Rooney was already a complete footballer, despite not being old enough to get a driver's license. Oh, and when he scored that goal, his wages were £80 a week. Oh, how times have changed. Now, Rooney may have had his ups and downs, but you can't deny his ability to find the net. Our number 4 is the moment he became Manchester United's all-time top scorer. Rooney scored his first goal for the Red Devils on his debut in a red shirt, more on that later, and managed a double-figure goal tally in each of the 12 seasons that followed. Going into the 2016-17 season, he was just 2 goals shy of overtaking Sir Bobby Charlton as the club's greatest goal scorer, and the breakthrough came on January 21st, 2017. Coming on as a second-half substitute with United a goal down at Stoke, Rooney teed up a free kick with seconds left on the clock. It hit the back of the net and became his 250th goal for the club, officially breaking Charlton's record that stood for 44 years. What's more, he did it in 546 appearances, 212 fewer than Charlton needed. And that's not the only monumental scoring record he took away from Sir Bobby Charlton. In September 2015, Rooney scored his 50th goal for England in a 2-0 win over Switzerland to become his country's all-time top goal scorer. Charlton's national team record had been standing for 45 years until Rooney snatched it away. Our number 3 takes us back to the climax of one of Rooney's most successful seasons. It's the moment he managed to get a Champions League medal around his neck. The Toffee Stars won 5 Premier League titles, an FA Cup, 3 League Cups, and a Europa League, but the zenith of any club career is surely Champions League glory. Rooney scored 4 times en route to the 2008 final, including the winning goal in the opening home group stage game against Roma, and once again against the Giallorossi at the quarter-final stage. United met Chelsea at the final in the Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow, which will host the 2018 World Cup final, and Rooney created several chances during regulation time. He was substituted before getting a chance to participate in the famous penalty shootout, meaning he had to watch as his fate was decided. He later described that experience as agony, but it was probably a bit harder for his England teammate John Terry. Rooney has featured in 3 Champions League finals and arguably made his biggest contribution in the 2011 edition at Wembley, where he scored a superb equalizer against a Barcelona team that some consider to be the greatest of all time. But Rooney's best moment in the Champions League probably didn't come in the final. It came in his debut performance for the Red Devils. Our number 2, his unbelievable hat-trick against Fenerbahce. In the summer of 2004, 18-year-old Rooney became the most expensive teenager of all time when he made the £27 million move from Goodison to Old Trafford. And it didn't take long for him to start showing his value for the money. He actually made the transfer with a foot injury, so his first start didn't come until September 28th, 2004, in front of over 67,000 eager fans on a Champions League night. It's a pretty intense start to life at a new club for a teenager, but he didn't disappoint. His first United goal was a neat left-footed strike from a Ruud van Nistelrooy pass. 11 minutes later, he put it in the net from 20 yards, and his third was a superb free kick. It was his first senior hat-trick, and he became the youngest player to score 3 in a Champions League game as well. The performance was complete vindication for those who had doubted Sir Alex Ferguson for spending so much on a teenager, and the Guardian's Paul Wilson referred to it as 37 minutes that changed English football. And that leads us to our number 1 Wayne Rooney moment. It's the time we saw him at his simple, breathtaking best, that goal against Manchester City in 2011. Roo has scored some absolute beauties in his time, like the one from the halfway line against West Ham in 2014, his ridiculous volley against Newcastle in 2005, and the aforementioned strike against Arsenal as a 16-year-old, but none of them come close to the stunning overhead bicycle he put away in the Manchester derby of February 12, 2011. Not only was it the game winner, but it put United 8 points clear of their city rivals and on course for a record 19th title. It was voted the greatest Premier League goal of all time, and it truly epitomizes one of English football's greatest talents. So guys, that is our top 5 Wayne Rooney moments. What else should have made the list? Let me know. Comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.